My name's Jane Ludeman. I'm the founder of Cure Our Ovarian Cancer. We educate, advocate and research to save women's lives. I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer when I was 32 years old. Though you'd never guess from looking at me, the doctors tell me it's highly likely it will take my life in the not too distant future. I'm here to tell you what you need to know to protect yourself and the people you love from ovarian cancer, but also what we all need to do to protect future generations from this awful disease. 1. Ovarian cancer is not detected with a cervical smear. You need to know the symptoms. 2. If you remember nothing else from this talk at all, remember this, the 2-week rule. If you notice any change in your body and it lasts for 2 weeks or longer, particularly if it's new, unusual, or getting worse, you should let a doctor know. 3. Know your family history. Ovarian cancer is much more likely if you have a family history of breast, ovarian, or prostate cancer or other cancers. But most women who are diagnosed don't have any family history. 4. The symptoms can be really subtle. The ovaries are the size of almonds and buried deep in our tummy, but they can grow to the size of a golf ball, a tennis ball, or even a basketball. They're located near the bowel, the bladder, the stomach, the uterus and the vagina. So depending where the cancer grows, you can get symptoms in any of those areas. Things like bloating, eating smaller portions and feeling fuller, and indigestion. Things like a change in bowel habits or needing to pee urgently or more often. Painful intercourse or bleeding between periods or after menopause. Pain or discomfort in your stomach, your pelvis or your back. Unexplained weight changes and fatigue. Any of those symptoms can be a sign of ovarian cancer. The tests for ovarian cancer that your doctor can do are a pelvic exam, a CA125 blood test, and a transvaginal ultrasound. You need all 3 tests to rule ovarian cancer out. The chance of them finding ovarian cancer is about the same as a routine mammogram finding breast cancer, but early detection is really important. So that's what you need to know to protect yourself and your loved ones. But what about the big picture? How do we stop women dying from this awful disease? Ovarian cancer is our less survivable woman's cancer. It kills 1 woman every 48 hours. That's more than a road toll, than skin cancer, and than all the other gynecological cancers combined. It's under-researched and under-resourced. Unbelievably, 20 years ago, ovarian cancer was taught in the medical profession as a silent disease. It was only in 2000 that someone decided to research this and proved that most women experience symptoms. 40 years ago, the survival rates of prostate and ovarian cancer were almost the same. Now, 9 in 10 men survive at least 5 years post their diagnosis, the same as breast cancer. But only 4 in 10 women do. What does that mean? That means that since I've been diagnosed over since I've been diagnosed, over 2/3 of the women that I've met have died from ovarian cancer, which makes me lucky in many respects, even though I don't know if I'll live to see my 40th birthday. Which brings me to the crux of things. For a long time, the public weren't comfortable talking about ovaries, which is why in New Zealand, for every person diagnosed, breast cancer receives 10 times more donations than ovarian cancer. What does that mean? It means 10 times more research and social support if your cancer is up here than down here. And when we talk about research, well, the largest government research funder in the world has funded prostate cancer research at a rate 18 times that of ovarian cancer relative to lethality. And most years, the New Zealand government doesn't fund any ovarian cancer research at all. And that's really why most women die, why the survival rates have hardly changed in a decade. And it's why the government needs to step up and fund dedicated ovarian cancer research. And that's why we need the public to get behind us, to support, to donate, to fundraise, to share Cure Our Ovarian Cancer. Because the future that awaits me is not the future we want to give to the next generation of women. They deserve so much better, and we can give it to them. The thing is, progress in ovarian cancer isn't limited by science, it's limited by funding. And that's something that each and every one of us have in our power to change. So please, show your support for ovarian cancer and help women beat this.